Hey, thanks for joining me. Hope you're doing well. About every 2,000 years, our Earth realm and those inhabiting it undergo a shift from one age to another, each age ruled by one of the 12 astrological zodiac signs, and each age corresponding to the traits of the sign which rules it. For example, if we were in the age of Cancer, there would be a great social emphasis on family, housing, food, and fertility. If we were in the age of Gemini, we would be witnessing great emphasis on communication, surface level interactions, and information. At the present time, we are going through a transition, yet another shift of the ages, from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. The age of Pisces began around the time when Jesus Christ is said to have been incarnated, what many label the Common Era. Positively, Pisces has to do with the arts, humanities, intuition, religion, and mysticism. But negatively, it has to do with deception, illusion, secrets, mysteries, addiction, and hidden schemes. This is why the age of Pisces could have very well been called the age of deception or age of illusion. And we can just look around and see the residual deceptions and illusions in every aspect of life. These deceptions were established and nurtured in the age of Pisces. The energy extraction matrix, the artificial and parasitic system all around us, aims to con us into buying into this illusory Piscean paradigm. One where humanity is preoccupied with unnatural, oppressive, and hierarchical systems of control and regulation. The media, banks, academia, government, medicine, toxic food, celebrities, war. These are all things which rely on deception in order to be validated and considered acceptable. The sign of Pisces is the two fish with their tails tied together, swimming in opposite directions. This symbolizes the struggle and the gap between spirit and matter, and this gap allowed illusions and deception to run rampant in the age of Pisces. The interconnectedness of everything was able to be ignored or pushed away during this time in favor of illusions. The fish are pulling away from each other. This is the tug of war between the material and spiritual. On the other hand, the water bear, the Aquarian symbol, mixes his bucket of water with the waters below. This is a merging, a blending of the material and spiritual, which were previously at odds with one another, but are now coming together in perfect union. This is what this awakening, this shift in awareness we're experiencing is. It's moving away from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. No longer are we tied together like the fish, but are now free to interact with our higher selves in a more intertwined way that we previously could not. The age of Aquarius is a time of the merging of opposites, the masculine and feminine, the yin and yang, a time when duality can be conquered and resolved. The polarized aspects within each of us are being called to work together. Now more than ever, we have the ability to bring messages from the divine into the material world, again, pouring the waters from above and merging them below. Everything is developing on this earthly plane as a celestial drama being played out before our eyes, and this transition we're in has chapters to it. The chapter we are currently in is the unveiling. The illusions have been lifted for all to see, and now is the time when more and more are discovering their true essence, that they are not just animals living a meaningless life, but are inseparable from the creative force which flows through all of us, multidimensional creators, who are experiencing this lifetime to contribute to the higher order of all. Just as deception sprang up over time during the age of Pisces, these very deceptions will slowly erode away as liberation and harmony makes its way into the collective. However, as with all change, there are often those who try to maintain the status quo, the old Piscean system. And there are also growing pains, a purge, a detox. This transition is therefore causing great turmoil in order to make way for the new paradigm based in unity and abundance. So everything with Piscean values is being exposed for what they are, illusions. Many see this disruption and think the world is falling apart and things are getting worse. But this isn't the case. This is simply a breakdown of the old in order to make way for the new. After all, We cannot rebuild until we destroy what doesn't serve us anymore. In this Aquarian age, each of us are being asked to make a choice. We can cling to the old, outdated values, or adopt the new, evolving ones. The job of the Aquarius is to challenge authority, tear down existing structures, and replace the outdated with something better. But this isn't automatic, as nothing is guaranteed. So although the water bearer calls, it will ultimately be up to us, all of humanity, to decide which direction we take in this new age of Aquarius. It's through the synergistic efforts of all individuals that the collective consciousness is changed. This is why it's more dire than ever to get rid of habits that bind you. Stop eating animal products, clean out your body, mind, and heart. And because manifestation is increasing, so is this cleansing process if one chooses to engage in it. The exact date of when the age of Pisces ended is still a subject of debate, but most point at the year 2012 as the time when we left the age of Pisces. The scare of 2012 being a catastrophic doomsday event is the result of the elite turning this wonderful transition into something dark and scary. The prophecies of George Orwell's 1984 and the multiple dystopian movies that have come out recently are only here to infect us with pessimism for this coming age. But there's nothing to fear. The age of Aquarius is here, and the transitory period is now. When we pour down the healing waters of Aquarius, we wash away the old structures. We plant the seeds of new, higher experiences and identities, and become renewed. Will we choose unity or cling on to the old? That is the overarching question at the moment. The energy right now is perfect for healing, so keep your intentions pure, heart and mind set on what's harmonizing, and sit back and watch this story unfold. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all.